Well, I was burned out. And I wanted to up level my business. So knowing that you have not only this strong background in business, marketing, building business, but knowing that you have that key to unlock the brain with the hypnotherapy, and then watching you as well. So yes, we were in each other's feed, but I was also part of your group, Accelerate Entrepreneur Growth Without Burnout, was part of that, and watching you and going, I think I should work with her. Did I hesitate? Yes, I think I did hesitate in the sense of, well, one, it was just more of like, is the timing right? And then of course, like the feeling of, well, I have so much on my plate right now. Am I going to add this one more thing to my plate? Which is so interesting because this is all about not adding to your plate, which we have a breakthrough story on that,
Right.
I do. So I actually quit my 9 to 5.
You do what?
Within a month of working with you, which super excited about, no regret there at all. So quit the 9 to 5, have so much more freedom with my daughter, with my dog. My dog loves it. My love. My whole entire landscape has changed. And then not to mention, I went to Costa Rica with your whole retreat, and that changed my life. And knowing, just reminding me of myself and my own heart.
Yeah.
And what I desire in the world. It's almost like this, I saw a cord, there's this cord and
yeah.
Oh my gosh, you wake up in a whole new paradigm. That's your paradigm.
It's great. Working with Melanie is great. I've worked with her one-on-one in addition to Program for Prosperity. In Program for Prosperity, we get access to this library of hypnosis and exercises. We get access to everything we've learned, every lesson. These recordings are amazing. They're so, they're general enough that you can pick a topic and just go to sleep with it. If you don't feel like even working, you just go to sleep with it. And, I've done it to be able to done recordings to shift my mood throughout the day.
Right.
Being able to create the future that I want, even if that future is only next week.
It's been beyond, I don't want to sound corny, but really like beyond my wildest expectations. Truly from the bottom of my heart. Like, I cannot express how powerful it has been. And I want to give a little caveat with that, which is I have lived in Northern California, Lake Tahoe area for a very long time. And there's a very heavy influence of, the wealthy white woman, spiritual influencer, guide, shaman, yoga teacher culture. And I was kind of soured to it. So with that said, working with Melanie has been very real. She's got enough of the beauty and the magic and the hippie and the love and the universe, but it is real. It is quantifiable. It's science. It's do the work, see the results. It's not like, pulling down magic from the sky. It's especially why I'm here and working with this program versus any of the other many out there.
I've done a lot of programs and I'm always in programs. So that was another thing, time. Am I going to have time? Because I'm in 2 other programs right now. So, would I be able to put in the time and the commitment to actually make this work? And so, after speaking with you and getting to know you better, I really decided that I was valuable enough to put that money into my education to learn from the best. I mean, that's what it boiled down to.
What I saw in the course, I knew that it was something that I was within me that I couldn't handle myself. And I was smart enough to find the best. My dad always said, do what you do well and hire the best to do the rest. And that truly is what happened when we met each other the first time. So out of the course, I was so surprised how quickly I could identify those sabotaging patterns, what was blocking my money flow. And I've spent years and years doing self-development. I've owned 6 businesses total. So this was not new to me. But what was new to me was I didn't know what I didn't know. I was able quickly in the course to raise my income from the second division of my company by 30%. That was my goal. But what was so valuable, which my husband mentioned this morning, was that I have been able to sleep peacefully at night, no insomnia, without prescription medication since I started doing the course.
Yeah. So while it's easy to, and I wanted to be really careful, like with how I shared this, because again, going back to money, you can always focus more. You can always be more consistent. You can always do more videos. You can always do more social media stuff. Like you can always do more to earn more or to put yourself in the way of more money. But when you get to a point where you realize it should be easier, for me, that's what I experience, is that the ideas come to me. I take action on those ideas a lot faster. People are receptive to those ideas. I'm not spinning my wheels. And I think one of the biggest things is I've really learned how to take everything I've been doing in personal development and kind of like put it in its place, so to speak, internalize it, put it in its place where it feels authentic, it feels real. It doesn't feel like I'm trying just to do something I read in a book, but it really is becoming a way that I live life. And then that obviously reflects very seamlessly into my business. So while I definitely have seen an upswing when it comes to earning more or making more, like that's not the takeaway. The takeaway for me is that, wow, it's easy. Like these ideas just come to me. I'm not forced in it anymore, that I really am in a state of just being and showing up and being more of me, and everything is just flowing better. And so I think if I could share with anyone that might be listening, you might be thinking that you've been exposed to personal development all these years, but you're here, right? Like something. And so what I love about like from the workshop to actually being in your mentoring program and listening to everything is it's not like you told me anything new, but it resonates on a deeper level where I'm like, okay, now I have the green light to take action because it's just reaffirming. It makes sense. It feels good. I understand why, why it was harder with all the doing, where now it's a much more flow. It feels right. I'm not sitting around asking for permission or waiting, but I've given myself the permission to do because I trust myself. I trust that I know what I know.
This is what I would, my heart just says, hey, if you really are on the fence about this, this is the work we need to start with. I've known for years that I had the mindset thing going on, and I'm doing the personal development, and I'm like, I got to work on the head and got to work on the head. And I kept trying. It was this struggle. Melanie, you make it easy. You cut right through to the deep. Yes, I know it's me, but and yes, here's the thing. When the student is ready, the teacher appears, and sometimes it's not just the teacher as you're pointing at me. You have to be ready. But if you're seeing this and you're thinking, I'm seeing, no, this is what you need. This is going to make all the difference in the world. It is, I feel so much more happy, like real happy.
Yeah.
I'm a genuinely positive person. Most people would say that, but I know there's that underlying pain that I deal with from personal stuff. And I have I'm just at a new level of genuine joy and happiness. It's real.
So I left a toxic work environment where I was definitely undervalued and underpaid. And leaving that, it was hard because I had a passion for what I was doing. And I couldn't see the financial piece. I was too concerned over, well, there's nothing else out there for me, so I'm just going to have to stay in this toxic environment. I had the blinders on.
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything else. I was too stressed. And what has changed for me is now leaving that, the joy came back. And that was what was lost. Is when I first came to see you, my top thing is I want joy. I had very little joy. I mean, there was things that brought me joy, but it just wasn't often enough. I already am excelling in my real estate career. I've sold a couple properties and I'm getting referrals every day. Every day. Yes.